Welcome to another episode of the Counterculture Podcast. I'm your host, Christian, along with my great friend and co-host, Taylor. How's it going, man?
It's good. It's good. What about you?
You know, hanging in there, man. Hanging in there. You know, we have the first month of the year down. And, we still got, 11 more months to go.
It's true.
Yeah, I know. It's like, oh, okay. Yeah, make a factual statement. That is correct.
Can you believe we're already done with the first month?
I actually can't. Not really. No.
It's actually kind of, I don't know. It's kind of scary.
Yeah.
First month's done.
Yeah, man. Just time flies fast, man. It just, I couldn't believe it. Actually, the only indicator to me that really helped me recognize that January was coming to an end was we were in Target last night, and they were putting up the display for Black History Month. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep, January's over.
I saw at my kid's school when we were picking them up today because I got home early. So I went with the wife to go pick up the kids, and a Caucasian female teacher was already wearing one saying, "I support Black History Month."
Oh, Jesus.
And I'm like, you are the problem.
Yeah. That lady is the problem.
It's not recognition. It's not showing, black people support.
Was she still
other
wearing a
black
mask too?
No, surprisingly.
Okay.
But it was just like to my understanding, like, black people, that's not even what they want anyways. They don't want that cringy white person that's overly supportive. You know what I mean?
You mean the liberal?
Yeah. But, like, I don't know. I'm going to treat you just like I would treat anybody else. I'm not going to give you special treatment or anything. Just treat you like a normal person. I think that's all anybody wants anyways.
I mean, that's what they should want. I think that's what anybody should want, is just to be treated like anybody else.
Right.
Right? Fairly. But it's not the world we live in, And, but also in the same vein, the world we live in is going to hell in a handbasket.
'Tis true.
I mean, if you think about the things that have happened so far in the month of January, it's like, dude, it's like we've had like a year worth of like stories and scandals within like the first month of this year.
We've been saying it for a while. 2024 is going to be wild.
It's going to be batshit crazy, man. I am not here for it. People will say, I'm here for it. I am not here for this. No.
Just saying, I'm buying more ammo, so.
Did you?
Well, I mean, coffee grounds. You got to stock up.
I
don't want to run low on coffee.
I texted you one day about something, and your response was, "I'm buying more ammo." Like, okay.
Yeah, just a couple boxes here and there.
Oh, I think it was the border thing, right? Yeah, that's what it was. And you're like, "Yeah, I bought some more."
We're really close to home for that. I don't know if you realize. Okay, let me put it this way: theft has not been a problem in my area of work. I've got a couple houses that in just the last 2 weeks, I'm missing doors. They've stolen copper wires before the sheetrock goes in.
Yeah.
Like, stuff is happening, and it hasn't happened for over a year since I've been in that section.
Listen.
So things are getting rough, man.
Okay. Yeah, so
I guess most likely just an inside job, but still, it's just a point of things to come.
I'm just saying. So I guess before we really get into it, right? Gotta do the thing, right? Like this video. Hit the notification bell down below. Share the show with your friends, right? Just tell someone about it. Ask them to watch one video. And if they don't like it, then it's fine, right? But just have them watch one video. Or listen, right? Because we're also on Apple and Spotify.
Some people like the sounds of our voice.
Yeah, some people, for me, it's weird, right? Because, again, I do know of, shout out to this listener, right? One that listens to us on the way to work. And for me, I cannot think of anything more horrifying than listening to myself coming through the speakers of a car.
You don't have to do the editing. I have to listen to it.
I know. Well, luckily, you don't edit as much as you used to.
That's true. Because, no offense, we've gotten pretty good at this.
Pretty.
I'm not saying we're entertaining enough to watch, but from the performer side, I mean, we don't have delays, awkward moments, pauses that are like things that need that are worth editing out. We flow really well. We know how to carry a conversation, how to keep things going.
Yeah.
We don't let the content get stale and like, oh, that's a good edit, enter
Yeah.
a meme, It's just, so kudos to us.
Yeah.
In the beginning there, I mean, okay, I gotta say it. You and the ums. Was it ums? You used to do something. It was like or was it like? No, I think it was like
I think it was ums.
Yeah, but look at you. Look at us.
Look at us. Look at us.
Yeah,
Who would have
so-
thought we would have made it this far?
Yeah, I don't have to
Not me.
really do much at all.
Not me. Speaking of that, dude, I watched a couple of those Hot One videos. I think those are so funny.
I used to watch them back in the day. Like, I think it was all through 2020, 2021.
Yeah, they're fun.
I would watch
like
them all. And now they're bigger than life, too.
Well, I guess, yeah.
it's
I mean,
huge.
they get a bunch
Well,
of, like,
it's a
A-list
full-on
celebs.
corporation. It's like First We Feast is like the parent company or whatever, and then they have a segment called Hot Ones, and they do a bunch of it. But that's the thing, like, there's a couple, like, even, like BuzzFeed, for example, is a good example. Like, BuzzFeed's a company,
Mm-hmm.
and they have YouTube channels.
Right.
But there's like a full, like, office building leased out of employees that help run and manage that social media content.
Yeah.
It's not like it's you and me and like, boom.
I mean, not anymore because BuzzFeed is bankrupt and going out of business. But
Maybe they made some bad deals. But that's my point. Like, sometimes you're watching this content, you think, oh, it's YouTube. It's just like the two people I'm watching, maybe they have a producer. No, a lot of the times, like, you got people that are in writing rooms and all that. No,
yeah, I mean,
it's just us. So
Yeah.
if you don't like it, well, leave a comment, but it's going to hurt one of our feelings because this is just us.
yeah.
More likely him because I don't know how to read. So it's like that one skit from, what's his face?
I don't know how to read.
Hold on. I'm doing something.
Oh,
They're trying to make it look gay. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know his name, but the guy on that's that Netflix show.
Yeah, because
I
it's
can't
like his version of when he left SNL. He had like all these ideas for like skits, so he came in and did his own show.
Which is much funnier than anything else. And
They are
that one,
pretty funny.
the fast food one though, is it's the best one just because when he is doing like the lady's trying to get it, he's like, wait, I'm trying
pay
to
it
do
forward
something.
thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm trying to do something. Then he just goes.
You've seen the one where he's like an Uber driver, right?
No, I haven't seen that one.
And he's got the decals on the
Uh-uh,
window,
no.
and there's like he's like registered them. They're like part of his marketing thing, but it makes it look like you're wearing a top hat and smoking a cigar as you're driving. If you get the window like just upright, just right, and when the car's at the right angle, as you're driving, it looks like you're wearing a top hat and smoking a cigar. And then these like frat boys roll up for those who haven't seen it, and they're like, oh, quick, roll it down. And they already saw it because it's too late. And they're like, oh, it's you again. Go ahead, roll it up. Let us see it, whatever. So he rolls it back up. And then they're all like, basically give him a hard time. But the cigar looks like something else. And they're like, and he's like, they're trying to make it gay. They're trying to make it. I don't know. It's funny. I haven't watched.
Yeah,
Those
those are funny.
episodes are like,
Or-
I can watch like one episode of that, but then it's like, okay, that's a lot.
Yeah. The only other one I know it's used on TikTok a lot where someone will be doing a comparison thing and it will like cut to him. He's like, I didn't do shit.
What's the next part of that one? Dang. I know what you're talking about though.
Yeah. I don't know
Like
what-
standing there and goes, I didn't
Do
Yeah.
shit. I didn't do shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
It's used on TikTok a lot.
I just can't remember his name though.
Yeah, me neither. I just know he's on Netflix and that he's very funny.
There you go.
But I've never actually watched it. So how can
Tangent.
you really trust me? No, you can't at all. 0% chance.
Hope you got a lot out of that.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Well, the only thing you should get out of it is don't trust me. You should trust the government instead. Because
Exactly.
they're always right. They've never gotten anything wrong. Ever.
The birds work for the bourgeoisie.
What?
Whatever. What?
Birds aren't real.
There's been a trend of that going on TikTok showing like all the birds are spies, and if they're all decoys, and if you take one apart, it shows where the speaker and the camera would be, and that they have a small detonation device. Like where's this? Like the KGB? Like
It's a psyop.
spy
bro.
birds? I don't know. I'm on a different side of TikTok.
It's a psyop. Do we want
the
to talk about?
algorithm.
Do you want to talk about the side of TikTok you're on?
That's fine. Go for it.
Talk about the Fourth Reich. Anyway, so
It's like they use the camera when you're doing. It's like this guy.
this guy,
He
he
fits
definitely
the
would
bill.
like. Yeah, he definitely would
It's
like
the baby
this.
blues and the dirty
The blonde
blonde.
hair.
Let's go ahead and just pump him full of this. See if he likes it. I haven't liked anything. I may have shared it because some of that stuff's just funny. I've got dark humor.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that dark. It's not like. Anyways, I'm gonna stop talking.
Well, I almost sent you one. I almost sent you a TikTok the other day. It was like when you find out the sauna was made in Germany, and the music. I was like, oh, dude, come on, man! Like that shit's dark.
Yeah, that's real dark. But it is interesting that I don't know. We may have talked about this before, but that the left has pushed this. What is it? This white supremacy like narrative for so long. This like, oh, you're white, you're a Nazi, you're blah blah blah. That now it's kind of ironic that there's like a growing trend, like a movement towards it. Not like actual fascist or socialist party, whatever you want to call it, or like an actual Nazi party, but people are just kind of like fake idolizing it or something in a weird way. Like they're, I don't know. It's just weird. And I think people are like jokingly getting behind it and like sharing and like, oh, look at this. This is funny. Like,
yeah,
you've pushed us so far or called us this for so long that now people are just like almost making a meme out of it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's certainly the case that people are just memeing it at this point. I mean, because it is silly, you know, I mean.
Oh yeah. What they did was horrible.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't
they have
think
a
any
point?
reasonable person. No, I mean, do I kind of understand where they were coming from? No, we do not.
No, just for the record, no.
Just for YouTube and
just
all our
recently watched
listeners.
the Band of Brothers. Like, come on, like we know what team we play for.
Did you? I think it was on Netflix, right?
We were watching it before it went to Netflix. We were on like Max,
formerly
HBO Max, but now it's just Max.
It's so weird.
I can't keep up with it.
I can't. They changed it.
Because then there was HBO Go and like
it was HBO Go, then HBO Max, and now it's Max. Like, which it's not HBO. So does HBO even exist anymore, or is it actually just when there's an intro to a show, does it say Max Original?
I need to get like a soundboard so we can do like some classic like sitcoms like bum
yeah,
like or something.
We've been talking about that, yeah. Because you can customize them, right, to your own sounds. Yeah, I would definitely want it. We'd have to have like some Trump ones, some Biden ones. We'd have to have who else is good? Like some Rogan ones, probably.
Well, the cool thing about them too is like it's not just a soundboard. It's like you can adjust gain and everything else on there. You can tie in your lighting, so I can adjust lighting, switch cameras if we ever go multicam. But hey, we're just a 2-man show. Yeah, we're lucky we're even on video because you should just get our creamy voices.
Yeah, back in the day. You know what's funny though
about that? We haven't seen a dime from this, by the way.
Yeah, we just do this for the shit of it.
We do this for you.
Yeah.
So those few that are listening out there, still, even though we haven't
the two brand new YouTube subscribers.
There you go.
We do this for you.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, maybe if we get enough to just support the monthly bottle that goes towards the show, that could be nice too.
That would
be. Indulge our bad habits.
Yeah, which is what you should do. You should indulge our bad habits to continue doing this.
Or don't, because we're gonna do it either way. So
yeah, that's true. I'm still gonna buy it either way. That is true. That is a true statement. But yeah, okay. So there's so many things now. One thing I wanted to talk. Okay, Neuralink.
I'm down. You're not.
No, are you crazy,
dude? I could just surf the web behind my eyelid,
bro. Okay. That is how the Borg will get you.
The Borg?
Do you ever watch Star Trek back in the day?
No.
Neither did I. But there's this
I remember there was a good movie about saving the whales and went back in time.
Oh, Star Trek 4. That is the best Star Trek movie.
See, I'm not totally lost, but I was more of a Star Wars guy.
I am.
And then Abrams brought the franchise back to the big screen.
I never saw those new ones. The Abrams versions.
Any of them?
No.
You're missing out.
Are they good?
I like them.
Yeah, I'll try to give them a try.
Even the last one is still better than any one of the sequel trilogy Star Wars.
Well, that's not very hard.
No, but you also watched those. I'm saying, and you haven't watched the other. I did watch those.
You'll like it. Chris Pine's good, dude. Okay. And the guy even plays Spock. I mean,
You should watch that.
I like Chris Pine. Okay.
And the guy even plays Spock. I mean, and then what's his face who plays the British funny redhead guy? He's Shaun of the Dead, all that.
Oh, Simon Pegg.
Yeah. You're right. I got there. See, Mission Impossible. I connected the dots.
Yeah, it's a bing.
Well, Simon Pegg's in there.
J.J. Abrams, right? And Simon Pegg, and then Star Wars and Mission Impossible.
It's good. But yeah,
Yeah, you're like,
It's
yeah,
all-
you idiot.
it's all coming together.
It's all coming together. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, it's good. You got to watch it.
Okay, I'll give it a
So
shot.
besides that, what were you gonna say?
Well, okay, no. So back, I mean,
How did we get to Star Trek?
because I was talking about the Borg, which is
Okay.
something from Star Trek, where it's like a hive mind kind of
Neuralink, got it.
thing. That
See, we're
anyway,
back on
yes,
target.
we're back on track.
Stay on target.
What nice reference.
Thank
So, what? It just something about it just it makes me very uneasy. Even with Elon, I love Elon. He's awesome. I think he's very brilliant. I think he's done a lot for. I think just the way he is.
Humanity as a
Yes,
whole.
pretty much. I mean, I think he should deserve a nomination for the Nobel Peace Prize just because.
To be honest, take the jokes and memes aside for Neuralink. Like it's like when your Neuralink subscription goes up and you get the ad version, like so your brain glitches
I
out
saw
because you
dude,
get ads.
I
like,
saw that reel. Dude, it was hilarious. Yeah, when it said when you have the it just said when you have the when you don't have the ad-free version of Neuralink. Yeah, the commercial it was like an
it's like
O'Reilly.
start drooling because you're like,
It was like an O'Reilly song, and
Oh,
yeah, the guy's
oh,
like this.
oh.
He was like, I'm like, oh my god, that's funny. See,
so jokes aside,
that's why I love humanity because it can be very funny.
it can. But jokes aside, if you watch or follow anything Elon does, it's only been for the betterment of mankind. I mean, the dude wasn't making money for a long time. So he was like using his own money to do all this kind of stuff. And he's got big plans. He's got
Well, he sold PayPal, so that really helped. When he
Yeah.
then doing it to Tesla and all that kind of
exactly, but Tesla was the thing that he needed was his phase one to make enough money to then be able to do these other ventures.
stuff. Oh well, yeah.
He's always been playing 4D chess with us.
Mm-hmm.
Even the Boring Company, which a lot of people forget about, because he's trying to do the faster tunneling.
That's right. I forgot. I
I
totally
keep
forgot
up
about
with
that.
all of it. You got SpaceX,
Yeah.
their page, and their Mars 2024, 2025 plan that they're trying to do. But before that, before they just start sending stuff, they want to try to establish.
Well, I think
like,
they just did a
fueling
launch this last
station.
week, didn't he? Didn't he do another launch?
Yeah, but the last I was keeping up with it, like actually knowing what they were doing, they were finishing their Starlink network. So everything they were going up there, and then the bay doors would
And that's
open.
another thing, Starlink, right?
Yeah.
The like the
All
internet.
those
Yeah.
Starlink would go out, and it's funny because they follow each other.
Mm-hmm.
They're eventually going to get enough where it's worldwide like
Mhm.
Wi-Fi, because you just have this security network of freaking satellites going around that are providing Wi-Fi for the Earth,
It's
internet
so
for the
nuts.
Earth.
It's so crazy.
It is crazy, and you got to think like, imagine if he's doing something else. What if it's not just Wi-Fi? What if it's like some kind of like radiation shield or first line of defense for the Earth? Like, and he's not telling us. Like, I could seriously think
He's
like,
preparing us for an alien invasion.
he's helping us before we even know. Like, he's the Tony Stark of our generation. Like,
Well, he certainly is Tony Stark. I mean, there's no question about it. He's Tony Stark with Asperger's.
True. But to the point I'm making, all this good deed, greater than thou, I'm not saying he doesn't have his problems for sure. He's human. But from what we've seen, he's only trying to help. Unlike a Bezos, you can just get a different vibe. You know what I mean? I don't get the vibe with Elon.
Well, Bezos is clearly just like, I want to just work out and like hook up with like hot young women.
Yeah, basically.
That's all Bezos, dude. Anytime I see him, he's on a
got
yacht.
so
with
much
like,
money, but then again, like prime rates are like going up again, but you're losing prime video unless you get the ad version.
Yeah,
So
I
it's like,
saw that.
where's
It's
the
like
benefit now?
$2.99 for ad free.
It's like that's supposed to be one of the perks.
Yeah,
I'm paying you 15 something a month,
yeah. Well,
and
it's
I
like
don't even order that much.
Prime
stuff
Video
anymore.
was basically like a vanity project because it was an afterthought to what Amazon Prime is. Same thing with like Apple TV. Apple TV is basically a vanity project.
We've come full circle though. It's to the point where almost cable's cheaper now than all the.
Isn't that wild?
It is.
It was going to happen eventually.
Was it
because
the way the cable company fought us back?
Uh,
I don't know.
I don't know. I
Pulling
mean,
strings. I've been watching a lot of Suits, so I know what happens behind. You got mergers and takeovers and like, I don't know, man.
it's good, isn't it?
Suits is pretty good.
It's good. It's
How
so
far have you
good.
got into? We're in season 4.
You're past us now.
Yeah, we've been blowing through it.
Okay, we got to get. Well, we had to get back on the train because we got off because we didn't want to get burned out.
Yeah.
So like we've done like a couple docu series here recently, so we need to get back on the train because we're on like season 3.
Okay.
I think, yeah.
You want to know what happens? Just kidding.
No, I don't.
Okay.
Because if according to Nana and Papa, like season 4 is fantastic, or season 5, one of the two. But
Yeah.
no, Harvey Specter is like my spirit animal.
I do got to admit, I was telling Brittany the other night, like, I'm not going to give anything away, but you kind of know what season 1 because I already said it. Lewis goes through some character development. But
I like that. I like the character of Lewis.
I really
do.
like Lewis Litt.
I like
Ready to
Lewis
get lit
Litt
up?
for who
Like,
it's so it's so gay.
Like, I like him as a character, but
I do.
season 4, you're going to not like him. And I think it's going to be like a redemption story kind of deal. And I can just see where they're going with it, but
Yeah, I like the character, and I think the actor that the way
he's
he
great.
portrays it, I think is brilliant.
Okay.
It's brilliant. It's very, very good. I do enjoy it.
it is a good show. I think we talked about it last time too. Go watch Suits if you haven't. And so many people are viewing it now that it's become on Netflix and gotten traction. More views than it ever did when it actually was on TV all those years
Which
ago.
is so crazy.
that it's going to get
so-
a reboot. So, or a spin-off, one of the two.
Yeah, I think there's supposed
Original
to be.
cast.
They said a spinoff with like Mike and Harvey apparently.
Which is all we want. Meghan Markle, whatever.
she can go away forever.
I like her as an actress in the show, and I've been having that
Isn't it weird?
weird, like,
Good-
I don't like you. But I like your character.
Yeah, it is funny because
Which most people have the opposite. They like the actor as a person or something, but they hate that character that they're playing. Like your Umbridge, or like,
Yeah,
you know what I
right.
mean?
Yeah, or your
Like,
Joffrey
you're
or
just
whatever.
too good at it. Exactly. No, we like your character. We just don't like you as a person.
Yeah, I hate you, Meghan Markle. You are a terrible person. You are terrible.
Exactly. But we're bad about tangents. Neuralink.
Yeah.
So with all that being said, I don't think he would do anything to like.
It's not that I think that Elon has a nefarious.
If it was anybody else, I'd be worried. If it was Apple, I'd be like, no way.
Like
I wouldn't trust that.
Well, yeah, well,
The battery's going to get slow in like a year, and you're going to have to upgrade to a new Neuralink anyways. But to be honest, what if it was this? What if it's his way, since he's so outspoken about it, to weaponize or prepare us for protecting ourselves against AI? Think about it.
I don't know.
He's
I mean,
been
he
so
has
outspoken about it.
said that AI is the most dangerous thing. Yeah,
He's leveling the playing field. We are cyborgs. Like, I don't
but
know.
what's to say that that AI would take over the Neuralink? And the AI in taking over Neuralink. Okay, so here. Okay,
So
this
it depends on what Neuralink controls.
Well, no, it doesn't because if AI takes over, the AI is what controls the neural. Will control everything at that point.
Neuralink, your brain is just accessing Neuralink to get to. You're basically like locked in. I don't think it's going to hijack your brain.
Who says it can't?
I
Right?
think
Or
your brain is the
worse yet-
computer. Neuralink is just like this modem, so you can use your brain to connect to whatever.
See, but okay. So
I don't think AI would be able to hijack anything.
What's to
organic.
say AI couldn't? I mean, what if it just detonates it somehow?
Is there a C4 planet?
I don't know. I don't know.
Again, that's going back to Elon. So I don't know. It's just. It's
I guess
weird.
part of it is again. It's just that
You've just got a lot of
How-
Skynet problems, don't you?
a little bit. Yeah. I mean, here's the thing: is I guess where my brain goes to is again. It's not that I don't trust Elon necessarily. It's that who is in control, but then also what, because everything has a ripple effect and consequence to it, right? So who's to say that installing it, right, or implanting it, right, the negative effects it has, whether it's radiation or like, I mean, what like just there's
We
so
put our phones up to our face every single day. I mean,
I use speakerphone, so I hold it away from my face.
so yeah, you just get a nice, good glow on your face instead.
Yeah,
Instead of the,
skin cancer. I don't know. It just
to
it
that
kind of
point,
freaks
it's like
me out.
what doesn't kill you, it's gonna make you stronger. Because at this point, what isn't trying to kill you?
Well, everything's trying
They
to
say
kill you.
don't
That's the
drink too
world.
much water, you could die. Too much salt, but that you need salt, and like, not too much sugar, so use artificial. But artificial gives you cancer. So it's like what I've learned as a young adult is moderation. Just do your own thing.
How
Try
can you
to live
moderate
healthy.
with something that's implanted in your brain? You can't take it out.
Get it removed. Put it in airplane mode. Come on.
I don't know, dude. It freaks me out, man.
Hey, it's not for everybody.
The future freaks me out.
Just like the first 100 to go to Mars isn't for everybody, but hey.
If it was
It's
if
the
it was
more
plausible,
remote version
would you?
of Montana.
Would you?
Yeah,
it's way more remote. If plausible, would you say yes to going to Mars?
So I'm glad you bring that up.
Okay.
Because I've already signed up. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm actually going next week.
I wouldn't be part of like the first 100 because I'm not qualified. Actually, I do work in construction. I'm a construction manager, so therefore I could delegate. But no, like it'd have to be like the amount of infrastructure for the first 100 or whatever going, if you've followed his plan and everything else, is doctors, people who understand space flight, like astronauts, things like that. Not everybody's gonna have to be trained. It's gonna be like basic health, that you're a qualified candidate. They don't want you just dying when you get up there, right? You got to be fit and all that. Other than that, you don't need to be trained like an astronaut. At that point, you're basically going to be like on the ship. Your job's going to be when you get there, kind of deal. So they're gonna want somebody who's a doctor, somebody who's trained in agriculture. They're going to have like set roles. So when they try to do this little boom,
we try to
first space
terraform?
camp kind of thing. Ultimately, he's talked about terraforming, but I think he said unless you like nuke the atmosphere, like with warheads, he says, but I mean, we could. He's like, that's a good thought. I haven't thought about it. His Asperger self.
I love
He's
it.
like on a
He's
talk
like,
show. He's like,
yeah.
you know, we actually, no, we're not going to nuke space, but no. He's like thinking about it like megatons. Like, how much would I need? Like, you're just going to like send a spaceship full of nukes.
Could I buy a nuke? How many nukes could I buy?
He'd probably just build his own. Oppenheimer, that shit. He's just gonna. Nobody has to know.
You saw Oppenheimer? Right?
Yeah, it was all right.
All right.
Did you watch it yet?
No, I haven't.
I told you a month ago to watch it.
I know.
It's long.
I'm behind on a lot.
Visually stunning.
Like, well, I mean, it's
There's
Christopher
a good
Nolan.
score. You know.
Is it Hans Zimmer?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
To my knowledge, yeah.
when you have the Christopher Nolan Hans Zimmer connection, I mean, it's gonna be good. You're gonna like it. It's gonna be good.
The story was lacking for me. And
Here's the thing.
It's a true story, so there's only so much you can do with it.
This is nothing against Christopher Nolan, but a lot of times, if you peel back the good acting, because most of the time there's always there's good acting, and you peel back the great score and great visuals, a lot of times story's actually not that good.
Like Tenet.
Yeah.
What's going on?
I don't know. I mean, it looked cool.
It looked
concept. A little,
Good
like I
acting,
said, it kind of
but-
lost me in the science, the science fiction part of it. I kind of lost.
But you can't say the same thing about the storytelling in Inception.
No, that's like a perfect movie.
Like, you're kind of confused, but then they almost start to babysit you to explain it.
It makes sense, yeah.
Because they explain to the guy that they're incepting how it's doing, but he doesn't even know he's being incepted as they're telling him, because he's going to do it to his father, but it's all for himself. But through that storytelling, they're explaining it to the audience what the fuck is happening.
Exactly, yeah. Did he do Looper?
Nolan?
No. I didn't. Did you watch that movie? I remember I watched it actually in theaters. I
pretty
actually
good.
went to very interesting concept.
But
Right,
I mean,
and also,
Nolan's
like,
going to be
seeing
like
Joseph
Shutter
Gordon-
Island.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt, like with like Bruce Willis makeup, is very funny.
Yeah,
to
it
me.
was like a weird prosthetic or CGI or something.
Yeah.
Like de-aged. And even with that, it still looked better than them trying to CGI Henry Cavill's mustache off to do reshoots for Justice League.
Oh man, okay.
They should have never.
Well, I mean, again, that was a weird thing because, again, like, you know, Zack Snyder's, what was it, his daughter committed suicide, I think, right?
Something like that, and he left.
He had
but
left,
again,
and then-
everything was shot. But the person who came in was like, nah, we're going to do reshoots.
Joss Whedon. You don't take the person. It was Joss Whedon. He reshot and rewrote like 80% of the movie.
Right.
And guess what? It was dog shit. Speaking of which, I actually watched The Flash was included with Prime. I watched it with the kids.
Yeah, it's included because it did so bad.
Yeah, well, whatever. So
It had its moments.
basically when Michael Keaton was in the movie.
Yes.
Everything else was actually any scene with Batman in it was good. Every scene without Batman in it, not good.
But you see what I was talking about with. It's basically like I felt like I watched Man of Steel.
Yeah, that second half is very like it's like I've seen this movie before.
Yeah.
Although I thought it was the idea. I'm like okay.
With the time travel and they're trying to change the events. Yeah.
Yeah. Or like the young Flash turns out to be like the I don't know, the bad Flash sort of whatever he was called. I don't even know what he was called. He has no name, right? But the whole like George Clooney thing,
dryer lint. You know, when he's stuck in the time warp or whatever, he's all getting craggly. It's like
he's like, I get
that's what my dryer lint looks like.
No, it is what it. The George Clooney thing at the end, I was like, come on, it's just gimmicky at this point. I
liked it.
It's why, of course, you would. It's the multiverse thing, man. It's just stupid. It gets very lazy.
Yeah, because it's just they're giving the audience like cameos.
Yeah, you're like, look at this, and you're like, although the Michael Keaton one, it did the Michael Keaton cameo. It did get me.
It was more than just a cameo though. It's like his movie.
Yeah, basically.
He got his justice in the end. Although I will say speaking of multiverses, the Spider-Man one's probably the best one they've done.
Oh, No Way Home or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's like a perfect movie.
Yeah, because
it's the right balance of like nostalgia and like just I think a good movie. You know, but I'm a sucker.
I was talking about it the other day. I haven't watched it except for like the one time in theaters or whatever. I'm ready to watch it again. But I was telling my wife like 2 days ago, yesterday maybe. I want to watch the Tobey Maguire ones again. Those are good. And what sucks is how bad everybody like talked about Spider-Man 3. Because looking back, it's a good movie compared to what we get today.
See, it's funny you say that because when you look at a lot of those movies, whether it's, I know people are probably like, I roll this tangent, but we're going to finish it. Like whether it's Spider-Man 3 or like the prequel Star Wars, like we in the moment we ragged on those so much. And again, like you said, now you see like the dog shit we get. We're like, man, I really wish we went back to those days because at least. And
if we weren't so hard on them, we would have probably got more. But were we appreciative enough to get more at the time? It's just.
Yeah, the funny thing is, I think a movie like Spider-Man 3 still made money.
Whereas a lot of the stuff coming out now is not even making money, and they're still doing it.
Yeah, they're like losing money or barely breaking even. But yeah, they keep going. It's like it's so.
It's like a matter of who's going to break first, and Disney thinks we're just going to break.
I have no issue not seeing a Disney product.
They're redoing or they're making more Star Wars with Rey.
Well, we'll see because apparently the psychotic feminist director is being fired supposedly, and those movies are put on hold as of now apparently. But again, even if they're not on hold, no one's going to go watch that movie. Because, again, they did this thing not only with Marvel of we're going to cater to an audience that doesn't exist, which is this, like, they think there's, like, these millions of, like, women or whoever that want to see these movies. And, again, more often than not, are there women that go see these films? Yes, but a lot of times it's because their boyfriend or husband, right, is going, so they're going with them to go watch the films. Like I can tell you of most of the movies that Christina and I have gone to go see, it's because I wanted to go see it and she came along with me. And I would have gone to see it without her, but she wanted to come with me. Right? Whether it was like the Avengers movies or Spider-Man, both, the animated one.
Oh, agreed.
And like I would have gone by myself. Or with the kids, but she wants to be there.
But they would never go to that by themselves.
Correct.
That proves your point. Just like if I was going to make a power tool brand, I wouldn't do pink and black.
No.
Nobody's going to buy the pink and black.
No.
Maybe there's one or two girls out there who, I'm going to name drop a little bit.
Okay.
Because through the do-it-yourself scene, there's a YouTube channel with two girls. Some of their stuff's decent. I've learned a few things from them, so I'll take it. But it's called Shanty to Chic or whatever.
Calling you out.
So good for them. But like there are women out there who do it-yourself stuff. Maybe they would be interested in buying a the DeWalt version, but it's all pink. Women power tools, cool. But if you're in the business of making money, you know that that's a bad idea.
Yes.
Because the majority of your customers are not going to buy the pink and black power tool.
Actually, 99.9% of them will not.
Right. But to your point, that's kind of what it is about this fan space with these movies. And they don't get it. And in box office numbers after box office numbers, they keep plummeting. And people are like, we just missed the mark on this one. And it's like they're brain dead to it.
Yeah, well,
you got the Marvels, you've got the Eternals, you've got all this stuff that's just flopping.
The Marvels was cinematic master. I can't even say it. I'm not even gonna try to joke about it.
I didn't know where you were going with that. I didn't even watch.
I was gonna say it was a cinematic masterpiece, but I'm like I can't even say it jokingly.
I saw a clip online the other day, or on TikTok. I didn't even know what I was watching until it was too late. I was invested because I'm like, what the hell is going on?
You're like, what is this?
It was such a wild and out scene that I didn't know what was happening. I thought it was this weird sci-fi channel, you know, the weird sci-fi movie.
Like B movies.
Yeah, I thought it was like a B movie, and I'm like, what the hell am I watching? There were these cats running around eating astronauts.
What the fuck?
Wait for it. These cats running around eating astronauts because something was like, there wasn't enough. Long story short, it was the Marvels movie or Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
The first one, whatever. Not that it was any better. There was like the space station or ship, and there's too many people on board. It was going to blow up or self-destruct, and then there wasn't enough escape pods. So these creatures that look like cats, and I think that they made a reference to it in one of the Avengers movies or whatever, but it's called a Fletcher, falafel, or something. I'm close enough. That's how much I don't care. But the falafels basically is this race that looks like a human cat, but it like opens its mouth and it's got all these tentacle and teeth, and it can like pull you in. Yeah. So these kittens and cats were running around eating people on the spaceship, and people were freaking out. But really, Captain Marvel was doing it because the cats could store in this like open space inside them, because time and space doesn't exist in the creature's stomach. Was eating like 60 people, and then the cats would just hop in the escape pod and then saved everybody.
That's so cringy.
Like some Men in Black BS, you know, like the cat's really it looks like a human cat, but it's really like an alien cat. I don't know, man. I'm sorry. I went there with you, but it was bad.
Yeah. I mean,
I got to pull it up.
You got to pull up this clip.
Captain Marvel cat species. Flurkin.
Flurkin? That's a made-up
They're
word.
flurkins.
They're fucking flurkins.
Biography. Chewie's a fierce flurkin cat and rare breed who uses her dimensional gateway capabilities to protect her family from fearsome foes.
Dimensional gate. Okay. Well, that's weird. Yeah.
Flurkin are an extraterrestrial race of beings that look like Earth's cats, but are in fact alien creatures who can do wondrous things.
Yeah, like swallow 60 people.
Store teeth, tentacles, and even pocket universes in their body. Pocket universe.
Pocket universes? That's so stupid. It's so dumb. And again, what's funny, it's not just like those movies. I think just, again, like really, whether it's TV or movies, a lot of the quality of stuff that's put out now just doesn't seem as good as it used to be. Like, I've been rewatching the Lord of the Rings trilogy with the kids.
Extended cuts.
Yes. Because, well, on Prime, there was a day, I don't know, there was like a special, whatever. They had all three, I could buy all three extended versions for like $7 or something. So I'm like, duh, bought. So it's taking me like a month to get through them. But
I think we did them all when we still had Max, because they had all the extendeds or something on there.
yeah, those movies are long.
They're long enough already. Then you do the extended, you're like
Each it's 3.5 hours.
Watching it for the first time again, because there's so many deleted scenes and extended stuff that they've spliced in perfect that you don't even notice it until you're like, I don't remember this part, and you're like, it's new to me.
Exactly. It's almost, it made me feel like some of the scenes, it made me feel like
it's like Madonna's song or whatever. It's like Kissed by a Virgin, or Kissed Like a Virgin for the very first time. Yeah.
um, but I'm like watching. I'm like, they don't make movies like this anymore.
No,
Like this movie is like brilliant. Everything about this movie is
they are
perfect.
perfect.
Yes.
I am better.
Yes.
I'm better. You haven't seen that series, have you?
I think that's
Come on, I'm testing you.
shit. What is that?
Today's about movies.
Yeah, this is a counter.
This episode was going to be about current events, but what's currently with us is
I don't know. We
we
get on
like to watch-
tangents. I mean, anyway. Okay, you want? Hey, you know what? Okay, hard
no.
stop.
Wait. We're not going to let him off the hook.
I don't know.
What's it
I
from?
can't remember.
It's a Prime Video original series.
I'm better. I'm better. Is it The Boys?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Homelander.
Yeah. He was on stage. I'm better. I'm better.
He was like, "I'm smarter. I'm faster. I'm better.
Yeah.
I am better." Yeah.
Yeah. That series so good. I love.
It's
The
wild.
Boys.
I like it.
Yeah. Every episode, I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
Especially there's the one episode, dude, that it almost took me wrong. Like this is like
Was
overboard.
it the intro to the latest season about the Tic Tac guy? Are you caught up?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, that was part of it. Okay.
Where he can shrink down
yeah. I'm
and
like,
it was a sexual thing.
Yeah. I'm like, come on, man. Like
He's
this is.
just scratching the inside.
Yeah. I'd stop. I know, but it wasn't that. It was later on. It was later on in the season when they go to the house with the superhero orgy.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, okay. I'm like, dude, this is. Look.
It's The Boys, man.
It's clear. I don't know. I get that, but it's clearly that they're like, what can we do?
Yeah, but
to
come
make
on.
the audience just squirm as much. I'm like, dude,
Pretty
this
much.
is disgusting.
Yeah, it's not for TV. It's Prime Video.
Yes, I know.
Prime Now. But I mean, Jensen Ackles though as Soldier Boy though,
So good.
dude, he's got to be the next Batman.
I know, right? Well, what about the guy that plays Reacher though?
I've been
he's
seeing that
talking about
argument,
it.
but I'm a Jensen Ackles guy. I like the Reacher guy. I really do.
It was Alan something. I think.
Alan
his name.
Rickman or
Yeah,
Richardson
yeah,
or
yeah,
something.
He.
I've been watching season 2
I
of
would
Reacher.
be.
I like him.
I would be happy with either one of those. But
And he's good at playing superheroes.
yes,
He was originally Aquaman in Smallville,
that's right.
and he played it's not Nighthawk, but in the HBO Max DC universe of Teen Titans, they called it Titans,
Mm-hmm, no.
and it was like the boys' version of Teen Titans.
Yeah, right.
I mean, it was at least the first season was like gritty, bloody. I mean, Robin's like snapping necks.
Yeah, doesn't he say like fuck in the first episode or something?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, you've said it now. I've got to believe it. I'm just kidding.
Well, we've said it.
We
a
let it
couple
roll.
We've said it a couple times.
I
in
did
this
say it
episode.
first tonight.
You did.
We
Yeah,
lost
usually,
a subscriber.
Usually it's
just
me.
with that.
Well, we didn't lose a subscriber. We just got a bad review on iTunes because like I thought this was gonna be a good wholesome podcast. I don't know who told you that.
Sorry you had to find out like that, bro.
Yeah,
But shit happen.
shit does happen.
But no, so the Titans, I watched like the first 3 seasons or whatever. I'm like, then it started to feel like the CW all over again.
Yeah,
When originally it started off very like
a little grittier. Yeah,
like a bloody like adult version of Teen Titans. But yeah, he's in there. He's almost as big as he is for like season 1 of Reacher. And he plays a superhero. So I'm like, the dude's got it down. He knows the type of role he needs to play.
and he's big, dude. He is huge.
Yeah, but I just don't know if I want to see that as my Batman. Jensen Ackles would be a good one. Like a gritty, weathered version of like
people have wanted
peak
a
Batman.
Jensen Ackles Batman for a long time.
For a long time.
That's been a
We got Batfleck. And to be honest, Jensen probably would have been a better Batfleck. I do like Ben Affleck though as Batman.
I do a lot. He's
got the 5 o'clock shadow, like
grizzled.
that version of Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, it's very good. That's why I hate that the Snyder verse is over because I really, outside of Ezra Miller as the Flash, basically everybody else I thought were great.
That's true. Are they even keeping him as the Flash?
I don't think so. I think they're kind of moving on with everything. I think that kind of basically
The James Gunn thing's a clean slate, right?
well, pretty much. Again, they told Henry Cavill, who is
That's
a perfect Superman,
Perfect.
to kick rocks, basically, which is so stupid. Because at first they were like, "Yeah, he's gonna come back as Superman. We're gonna have a." Oh wait, no, he's not. We're just kidding. Haha, got you. Anyway, that's just stupid. Anyway,
But he is on to bigger and better things. Have you seen the Guy Ritchie film trailer that just dropped with Henry Cavill
Argyle or whatever.
and the Unforgettable Gentleman or something like that? The Unruly Gentleman.
I think
What is it?
I think we're talking about two different things.
Nope. Guy Ritchie.
I love every Guy Ritchie film because it's usually it's their.
Well, he did all the Sherlock Holmes, right?
Yes.
I just like the style that he does. The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare.
I have not heard of this at all.
What? The trailer just dropped. Henry Cavill's got a full-on like Van Dyke going. It's pointy and it curls, and like
I love Henry Cavill.
it's set in like 1910s. He's like everybody's got like Sherpa and they're like sailors. Like
Oh my god,
it looks like a legit movie.
This is my kind of movie. Well, I thought you were talking about Argyle, which is like a new. No, it's not Guy Ritchie. It's the guy that did the Kingsman movies.
But Argyle's already come out though, hasn't it?
Well, it just came out Friday.
Really?
Yeah, I only know that because it comes out.
But Henry Cavill's in Argyle though, right?
Yes, he is.
That's the one. Was he doing? No, that's timeline's off. Argyle is like this spy type movie.
It's
right?
kind of a spy movie because it has Bryce Dallas Howard in it, and she's like a writer, but like what she wrote actually came true. So like people are trying to get her.
But it's Henry Cavill, right?
He is in the movie. Yes.
So that's my problem with Henry Cavill. He's good at this role too, but a lot of people like to use him for this role. I mean, like, think about it. Mission Impossible. Argyle.
Dude, he's so good at
The Ministry of Unruly Gentlemen or whatever. The Man from U.N.C.L.E.
Very good movie.
But there's multiple, like, I'm a chiseled chap, but I'm a
because
British spy.
He's
I don't
Henry Cavill. He
true.
needs to be James Bond.
I think he would play a good Bond.
I think he'd be a good Bond.
Somebody's got to take Daniel Craig's spot. He's
Yeah.
got to be a good one.
He does. He does. I would also be good again, like with.
Don't say the guy who plays the Kingsman.
No, what are you
Thought
talking
you
about?
were gonna go.
Taron Egerton or whatever?
Yeah.
The young guy? No.
He's got the spy thing
Idris
down,
Elba.
but in a comedy way, he's
Idris-
too small.
No, it'd be Idris Elba.
Oh, you want to go black, huh?
Yeah.
Once you go black,
you
you don't
never
go
back. It is Black History Month.
You're welcome.
So no, I think Idris Elba would be good, but Henry Cavill is like my. I think
I wouldn't mind if
he's tried out or like rehearsed for the role, and they didn't like. I guess they went with Daniel Craig. I think they both auditioned at the same time.
I'm glad they went with Craig.
I liked him a lot.
To me, he's Bond.
Yes, he did like 5 of them.
I did grow up with Pierce Brosnan, though.
You gotta love Pierce.
I mean, I was a little young for the whole Sean Connery, but Pierce.
I guess I watched those because my dad loved the Sean Connery Bond movies, so I did watch
I've seen
those.
them.
They're good.
Maybe not all of them, but
They're
them.
good.
But
they're
I mean,
good.
like, come on, GoldenEye.
So good. Did you play the GoldenEye Nintendo game?
Yeah, a few
Dude,
times. Never owned it. It was
oh
always
my
like friends' house.
God, dude. Yeah, me too. I always had to go to I had to go to a friend's house to play that, dude. Oh man, we would play for hours, dude.
It changed the game.
It did.
What is it?
It was
Die another day, live to tomorrow. Like all these.
Yeah, no. I appreciate like the 90s, early 2000 Bond because it was like very cheesy.
But everything
It
was,
was good. No, it was
Look
great.
at the Mission Impossibles.
The new
They
one's
had
on.
to
The new
age
one's
well,
on.
too.
The new one's on Paramount. By the way,
Is it?
Dead
I've seen
Reckoning.
it. I think I bought it. I couldn't wait.
It's so good. I love the Mission.
Reckoning 2 is supposed to be coming out this year, though.
Yeah, this summer. Yeah, which I will be in the theaters watching another Mission
The
Impossible.
Last
movie.
Action Hero.
He is. Tom Cruise is. Although, let me say this. So we watched the Jurassic. Dude, man, we were getting so off topic, man. The people are gonna be so bored by this podcast.
We're 50 minutes in.
I know. I'm gonna finish this thought though. I know someone that can take up the mantle for Tom Cruise as an action hero. Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt can be the next true Hollywood action star.
Too comedic.
No, he's not. I'm telling you, he can do it. He can be the guy.
I'm not saying he can't do it, but does he want to? The dude's naturally funny.
Want to?
Tom
I don't
Cruise
know.
isn't a funny guy. He's a suave.
Well, Tom Cruise is kind of funny accidentally because he's so serious about everything.
Yeah.
So he's kind of accidentally funny.
Tropic Thunder, though?
Dude, that is true.
So
That's
he picked up the phone and was like, "You want me to do what?" All right, I'll do it for free.
yeah. Scorched earth, mother. I
Yeah.
will massacre you, dude. It's so good.
This
That's
is Flaming Dragon.
okay, flaming dragon, fuckface. Dude, that is one of the best movies ever. I don't care.
You could not make it now.
No,
in
you couldn't.
2024.
Never could. And I think, did you know? I think Robert Downey got a Oscar nomination for that movie.
Yeah, but even now they try to go backwards and cancel for him.
I know, it's so dumb.
I was
Dude,
watching TikToks the other day that the only black guy they did have in the movie, the little rapper guy
Yeah,
with his
yeah.
piss booty sweat,
yeah,
whatever,
booty sweat, yeah,
piss.
booty piss.
But the booty sweat guy, they had him doing an interview and it was like a all black podcast or something, and they were like, "Yeah, I mean, how'd you feel about that?" He goes, "Dude,
It's funny.
he goes, you had to be there, like it was chill." And let me tell you, he's like, he never stopped. Like, it's like, "All right, man, cameras aren't rolling." He goes, "What you mean?" Like, Robert Downey Jr., even though the cameras were stopped, the dude was method acting. He never stopped.
It's so
Face
awesome.
was still black. He was like, "All right, what you doing today? What you doing later, fellas?" Like, it's just like, where we going? Like, I don't know. It's just, you got to watch the interview. I'm not doing it justice,
That's
but
so funny.
the dude's
man.
talking about it, it's like, it wasn't a problem. Like, it was perfect for what it was, and at the time it was, and unfortunately, today sucks. We can't do fun things like that.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, the left just ruined everything. They ruined fun, is what happened, is what it comes down to. But no, I think, because I watched, so the reason why I have it is that I watched the Jurassic World movies,
Okay.
right? So I had seen the first one, but we watched the second one and the third one here recently, because I never saw them.
Mm-hmm.
I am convinced, like, the dude can be a legit action star. And he kind of has, right? Because he has The Terminalist, right? Very, very good show.
I think they're supposed to be
And
going
also-
to season 2.
Yes, with or kind of a spin-off or something like that, because it has another guy. A prequel series. It's like a prequel
series, you're right.
But I think they're doing
because they want to keep building up the characters because he killed his brother. At the end of what Terminalist was.
Right, yeah.
Because he found out that
Spoiler,
he was kind
sorry.
of like,
In case sorry if you haven't
I'm
seen
not
it.
going to edit it out.
No, sorry. So,
But until you watch it, still, what I said still not going to make sense. So,
yeah.
but yeah, so
But then also, like, the Tomorrow War, which is also like an Amazon Prime.
yeah, which was like Edge of Tomorrow almost
Yeah.
with the time travel
Yeah.
thing.
I'm telling you, he can take up that mantle as the action hero.
He's doing a good job, but there's comedic elements even in those movies a little bit, especially the Jurassic World. His like one-liners for comedic relief.
But very 80s one-liners.
Get to the chopper.
Exactly, right? So again, you're seeing where I'm going with this, man. Oh, and hey, also, that's his father-in-law, right? So we're coming full circle with that one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he married Schwarzenegger's
He's
daughter.
probably getting tips.
You
And
better
at dinner,
believe it.
he's like, "Yo, Chris, I saw what you did. Don't do that. Do that." Like, I don't know. That's not a good impression, but you were there. You were at the dinner table through me doing that.
Yeah.
Pass the piece. I don't know.
Oh man, I was thinking, honestly, when we were gonna do this, going into this recording, right before you press recording, I'm like, okay, we'll talk about Neuralink, we'll talk about like Taylor Swift being a psyop, and we'll talk about the border. None of that happened. Or I guess I just mentioned it, but none of that happened.
Material for next time. Instead, you just got to listen to us.
Yeah. Well, I mean, as far as Taylor Swift being a psyop, I mean, it's easy. Yes, she is. I'm just kidding. I don't really.
I heard that earlier. What's the psyop supposed to be? I'm not going to pretend to know. There's a lot I know. But
I mean,
what are they
it's
trying
kind of
to-
silly. I mean, here's the thing: is the NFL is rigged. It is not real. It is fake news because, like, the whole,
So a psyop supposed to kind of get you to like misdirection, like look over
right,
here?
like we're all watching this, right? We see Taylor Swift, right, and then Travis Kelce, her boyfriend or whatever.
Trips and breaks his ankle or something.
Well, I don't know about that. Maybe it's hard to say on the football field, right? But he's Mr. Pfizer, right, over here because he's on all the Pfizer commercials about getting your, COVID vaccines and all that kind of crap. And then,
Making me yawn.
but then I guess the reason why there's so much like hubbub about Taylor Swift is because there's all these people saying that because of like she is such an influential person that if she comes out and actively endorses, you know, like Biden, which I mean she kind of already did in the last election, like one like it could sway like 1/5 of voters or whatever like that.
And
So that's why there's attention
simple as
on
her
it.
wearing like a shirt during the Super Bowl.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, but here's the thing. Honestly, if you
vote,
based on like a celebrity like
you're a
endorsement,
celebrity you like's opinion.
you're an idiot. Is what
You
I
know
would
better
say.
than anything that you're saying against. Like, do your own research, formulate your own opinions.
Yeah, because to be honest, a lot of the celebrities I quasi like would be terrified if I told them who I would want to vote for.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I say quasi like because I see their performances and I like it, but then I hear the things that they
Back to
actually
Meghan
say.
Markle over here.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm like, ooh, I don't like that. That's gross.
But again, that's what separates your job compared to your personal life.
Exactly. So I mean,
And that's why politics should stay kind of personal. You don't bring it to the workplace. You don't. I don't know.
I mean, it's become so. I mean, it's become so polarized now, and it's become such a like a part of life. Though that's the tough part. Is like what you believe, and again, like you shouldn't hide what you believe. Certainly, I don't say people should do that. I mean, I know it's tough, obviously, if you're in a corporate environment, and you know they have all the DEI crap and all this kind of stuff. I guess I understand where you have to be careful with that. You're supporting your family, but. Again, it's such an outward thing now. Where again, like, I mean, growing up, I mean, politics just wasn't as big of a part of mainstream culture as it is nowadays.
You
I mean,
kept it
it's
at
huge.
home almost.
Yeah, I mean,
you may have a close coworker that you may, hey, did you see this in the news?
yeah,
But you know, like, who you're voting for.
yeah. Basically,
I'm
it's
taking
like,
your silence as that you're not with us.
Yeah,
like,
it's like that's weird. I'm not gonna
it's
just very toxic.
Even if you don't say anything, the other side knows.
Well, again, it's just a simple question of who do you vote for, and if you say I don't feel comfortable saying that, we kind of
because anybody who voted for Biden just gonna be like, oh yeah, I voted Biden.
Yeah, well, maybe not now. I don't know.
It's true.
Everything
I don't know.
is
There's
such
still. We'll see. We'll see how this all.
I
shakes
don't know,
out.
man. It's
another election year, man.
Well, to be honest, I mean, at the end of it, I mean, really, it's going to be Trump versus Michelle Obama. Calling it right now.
Michael. Is she really in the running?
There are rumors that the Obamas are working behind the scenes, talking with donors, and apparently, around May, Joe Biden will announce that he is not going to run. And when the when the convention comes around later in the summer, they're basically going to hoist her up, make her the nominee going into the November election. That is what is rumored to be trying to happen.
Interesting.
Which, to be perfectly honest, I think I would not be shocked if that did happen, because I think it is very clear that if you had a Biden versus Trump round 2, with everything that happened during the last election, plus the state of affairs at this point, I mean, there's no way that you don't get a Trump win. If all things are above board, I'm not claiming that they never have been. I'm not claiming they never have been.
Yep.
But if everything is above board, there's no way you can get a Biden over Trump victory. But you put a Michelle Obama versus Trump, it's a dogfight, because there's a lot of people.
There's a lot of people who still like the Obamas.
It would be, yes. There's a lot of people that would, and again, because she's a woman.
Honey, you want to move back into the White House? Yeah. I think it's your turn.
Yeah. Well, I mean, honestly, I don't know why they would, because it'd be a downgrade from their $10 million mansion in Nantucket or whatever. you know,
Was it Martha Vineyard or something?
Martha's Vineyard. Yeah, it'd be a downgrade from their Martha's Vineyard estate that they have.
With the Doomsday Bunker and everything, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yep. Doomsday Bunker and all that. I'm sure. But yeah, so that's what was. But again, a Michelle Obama nomination would be it would be a dogfight. It really would be. Even if we want to say everything's above board, it would be a very close race. I think one thing that would stop is that presidential elections get very dirty. So, does she want to get in the mud with Trump, who is the mud monster? It's hard to say because he will not hold back. He does not care. He will not hold back on anything.
He's like, Michelle, you've been.
Oh my God,
you're a great person.
Could you imagine if on a debate stage he like kept calling her Michael over and over again?
Michelle's own mother has called her Michael. If you follow the breadcrumbs, it's obvious.
I'm just saying it would be hilarious.
Have you seen the old pictures of Michael?
I've seen.
Which was Obama's friend in college.
Yes.
Do those magic face swaps. I can't get censored for this.
I'm not worried. I don't give a shit about that.
Or when Michelle Obama was dancing on Ellen.
And there was...
she was gifted. I'm going to say that.
Oh, man. Well, on that note, I think we're going to wrap it up. Oh, man. Oh, man. This episode got so off the rails. But you know what? That's who we are. And if you're still here, then clearly you're here for it. So, hey... You know what? We'll see you next time. Like, subscribe, share the show with your friends, and we'll see you later.
Later.